Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo with Ruin1 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Today, we're checking out some of the best VR games that you're just not playing. These are some of my personal hidden gems, titles that may have released way before VR started to get popular, or maybe they were just never marketed correctly. Whatever the case may be, all of these titles have very few rankings on the Oculus Store, and a very small player base for PCVR. Now I'm sure I'll miss a few great examples in this video, so go ahead and drop your favorite hidden gem titles in the comments right now. Now today's videos are ranked by a combination of popularity and overall quality. But before we jump in, this video is brought to you by today's sponsor, Wands Alliances. Let's hope this game never finds its way onto one of my hidden gems lists, because it's a high quality 3v3 PvP title that focuses on strategy and just released for the Quest 2. I currently have a review up if you want to learn more about this game, but it features some unmatched PvP action, and it's an absolute blast of fresh air. Spellcasting pun intended. So at $20, it's pretty easy to recommend this game, but if you're looking for some more information, there are links down in the description. Okay, so let's start today's list off with Silicon Rising. Silicon Rising was this absolutely gorgeous first-person shooter combining a bit of bullet hell with a Time Crisis style cover shooter. For a long time, the developers were on a roll, releasing more and more amazing updates, splitting the title into two very distinct modes, one featuring full locomotion and the other relying on node-based teleportation and ducking behind cover. It also featured cutscenes, a driving level, a sniping level, and a few epic boss fights. Unfortunately though, the game has disappeared off of Steam, and when I spoke to the developers, they are claiming they have no idea why this has happened. Now the title does still exist on the Oculus Store and Viveport, but I don't think it's the most up-to-date version, and I think at this point, I'm just gonna have to give up on this title forever. Now, if you've ever wished you can go back in time and fix a few things, the puzzle title Time Stall is right for you. With 724 ratings on the Oculus Store, it's definitely one of today's more popular titles, but nowhere close to mainstream. It plays similar to I Expect You to Die, featuring multiple cute different ways to die and entertaining dialogue along the way, but it also adds some time manipulation and some physics nuances. You'll watch a little cutscene, murder bots will try and take out the captain, and then you'll have to reverse and pause time to alter the world, defeat the bots, and save the captain. Overall, it's short but sweet and worth picking up on a sale. Now, a title that's a little bit more popular, but a lot more fun to play in my opinion, is Pixel Ripped 1995. This title is a game within a game and has you playing old school Super Nintendo style side scrollers while taking on the role of a child in a VR world. So not only will you getting some amazing 16-bit action, but you also have the additional challenge of being a 9-year-old child and avoiding reality so you could get as much game time in as possible. Man, oh man, how I miss being a little kid. Now, in a very similar fashion, we have the bullet hell shooter Yuki. As a child, did you ever carry an action figure around in your hand, flying around your house, avoiding imaginary obstacles, and taking out as many enemies as possible? Now, if you never did this, you missed out, but don't worry because Yuki can let you relive this. The roguelite bullet hell will have you jumping back and forth across your room, avoiding enemies, stacking up a ton of power-ups, and even unlocking new suits. It's a highly addictive and challenging title that'll suck you back in time and time again. Now at nearly 1,000 ratings, the highest on today's list, we have the story-driven title AltDeus Beyond Chronos. If you ever wanted to physically take place in a Japanese anime, AltDeus will allow you to do just that. It features an extremely wacky story, which for some reason I just couldn't walk away from and played it in one entire sitting. Now a single run-through is about 5 hours long with a lot of WTF moments, but there's also a lot of replayability, as you could jump back to previous sequences and unlock new dialogue. Overall, I can't explain what it is about this title that I found so compelling, but it definitely sunk its hooks in me, and I still want to learn more about the world of AltDeus. Now, another title that completely sucked me in for completely different reasons is the roguelite bullet hell Mothergunship Forged. With only 97 ratings on the Oculus Store, everyone is sleeping on this title. Now, it's still a very new game, but that is a less than stellar launch. Mothergunship features intense single-player action, which has you building some insane weapons. You'll eventually unlock over 115 different gun parts, new gameplay modes, and special power-ups. There's also an online 1v1 gauntlet mode to help with replayability. Prior to Mothergunship Forge, my favorite wave shooter was Space Pirate Trainer. Now, a super underrated title is Unbinary. With only 36 ratings on the Oculus Store, it looks like no one's experienced this beautifully hand-drawn, story-driven puzzler. While a bit simplistic, this title was still quite captivating. The storyline provokes some interesting questions about both human behavior and artificial intelligence, and if you're looking for a puzzle title with personality, I highly recommend Unbinary. Now, if you're looking for something truly unique, we have Guardians VR. This 4-person co-op title is like a unique combination of RTS and tower defense from a first-person viewpoint. At times it looks like Starship Troopers, but then dragons and robots begin to show up. There's tons of different unlockable weapons, drivable vehicles, and unique gameplay modes. It's currently only available via Applab, which is one reason why it's not more popular, but it does support crossplay with PCVR, and it's definitely worth checking out. Now, another title that offers a lot more than I expected is the RPG Vengeful Rites. This is a classic PCVR title that was clearly a labor of love. It delivers basically everything you expect from a traditional RPG while being built from the ground up for VR. While it might not feature the best graphics or voice acting, it goes a lot further than the majority of VR RPGs out there. So if you're looking for an original single-player VR RPG title, Vengeful Rites is an easy recommendation. But for those seeking a co-op RPG, I absolutely recommend Legendary Tales. Legendary Tales features the best RPG co-op action out there. Combat is physics-based, making it brutally intense. The class system rewards you for playing how you want to play and lets you build amazing D&D style characters. Constantly swing around a heavy weapon and your character will get stronger. Become the team's punching bag, soaking up all the damage, and you'll see your health pool continually increase. There's also a ton of different perks and skills for you to unlock, allowing for some true character customization. I've built everything from a hulking brute that can take a lot of damage and even knocks over enemies when I swing, to a glass cannon mage, full drop at the lightest touch, but can rain down hellfire. In its current state, Legendary Tales is lacking a few elements to make it the best RPG ever, but there is a huge update coming before the end of this year. Now, to jump back to a classic PCVR title, we have the Galley episodes 1 and 2. Way before Cloudhead Games ever made Pistol Whip, they were way ahead of the times with this title. I mean, this goes so far back that not only were games not using free locomotion yet, but this was one of the first titles to introduce teleportation. The Galley is this truly unique, story-driven adventure puzzle title. Every aspect of this title blew me away. A compelling storyline, great graphics, challenging puzzles, and I had absolutely no idea what to expect next. Episode 2 gets way crazier than the original, upping the intrigue and overall challenge level. I've been waiting for Cloudhead Games to return to this title for years now, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. But if you're new to PCVR and never heard of this game, I highly recommend you go check it out. Maybe grab a free membership to Viveport Infinity to try it out there, or pick up the 2 titles on the currently running Steam Summer Sale for $3.75 each. But my absolute #1 hidden gem is Vertigo Remastered. This title is Half-Life meets Rick and Morty. Excellent graphics, super wacky storyline, lots of surprises, great combat, and basically just the overall full package. It's easily one of VR's best single-player shooters, and it does not get the recognition it deserves. Lucky for us, Vertigo 2 is also on the way, and it looks like a huge improvement from the original title. I can't wait for it, and I hope it's not destined to end up on a future hidden gem video. But that was today's list of the best VR games that you guys just aren't playing. Like I said, there's probably a few that I didn't mention that you guys would recommend, so I'd love to hear them in the comments right now. But if you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and as always, I will see you guys on next time.